Oh, Dr. Swanson, you're back again.
It's not my second home.
And Joe's back and nice. Oh, and of course, yes.
Hafide and good afternoon. Welcome to the Office of the Governor of Guam. We are delighted to proclaim February 3 to February 7, 2025 in recognition of National School Counseling Week. Before we proceed with the program, of course, I want to recognize the presence of our Governor, the Honorable Lourdes de Leon Guerrero. And to her left, the Honorable Joshua Tenorio, our Segundo Magdalahan Guam. From the 38th Guam Legislature, Senator Tina Muñoz Barnes. Senior Oversight Chair for Education, Senator Vincent Borja. And representing Senator Jesse Anderson Lohan, we have Cecile Bambasuda. Coming back for the second time today, Dr. Swanson, Aaron Swanson, representing the Guam Department of Education. As well as his deputies, we have Joe Sanchez. Let's give him a round of applause. And Dr. Bobby Adamas. Also want to acknowledge Ms. Nadine Cruz, President for the Guam Association of School Counselors. Patty Terlomi, Vice President. And let's give a big round of applause for all our Guam Association of School Counselors. I also don't want to miss her. Let's give a round of applause for Lynette Kitikwa from LBJ Elementary, but also School Counselor for the year 2024. She just received her award from DC. She's just back, so she's fresh. I now want to give the floor for her opening remarks to Ms. Nadine Cruz, President for the Guam Association of School Counselors.
Good day, everyone. The Honorable Governor Leon Guerrero, Lieutenant Governor Joshua Tenorio, and the administration, Guam Education Board Chair, Senators James Borja, Senator Tina Muñoz Barnes, Dr. Kenneth Swanson, GDOE Superintendent, Mr. Joe Sanchez, GDOE Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Barbara Adamas, GDOE Deputy Superintendent. Thank you. Our GDOE administrators, other officials of the government and private sectors who are present, the Guam Association of School Counselors, Board of Directors, please stand so you can recognize. And all school counselors from GDOE, Catholic, private, or DA schools, please stand and be recognized. Welcome, everyone. The National School Counseling Week 2025, School Counseling, Helping Students Thrive, sponsored by the American School Counselor Association, nationally and GASP locally, celebrated from February 3rd to 7th, 2025, focuses public attention on and highlights the unique contribution and impact of school counselors within U.S. school systems in helping students achieve school success and plan for a career. School counselors are guided by the ASCA national model and the implementation of their comprehensive school counseling programs, focusing on student standards, mindsets, and behaviors, which describe the knowledge, skills, and attitudes students need to achieve academic success, college and career readiness, and social emotional development. Among the many duties and responsibilities of a school counselor, I like to mention the following. School counselors take the time to learn about their students' strengths and weaknesses in order to address their unique needs. School counselors promote a growth mindset by emphasizing student effort and determination to achieve academically. School counselors provide clear direction and motivation to drive students to attain both short-term and long-term goals. School counselors strive to help students thrive by supporting students in all three ASCA model domains so that they are successful and ready for life. Viva School Counselors! Viva! The Guam Association of School Counselors is the 52nd Division chapter of ASCA and the first School Counselor Association in a U.S. territory to become an ASCA affiliate. This affiliation allows one of our school counselors the opportunity to represent Guam at the ASCA event in Washington, D.C. held annually. I also like to take this time to recognize again our Guam 2024 School Counselor of the Year, Mrs. Lynette P. Kidwa, School Counselor of LBJ. Ms. Kidwa has dedicated over 20 years making a difference in her students' lives. Congratulations to Ms. Kidwa. Viva Lynette, Viva Guam.
Viva!
For the past 20 years now, we are truly grateful that the Guam School Counseling Week, aligned with the National School Counseling Week, is and has been proclaimed by our island's governors. Thank you again. We humbly invite all of you to please join us for light refreshments after this ceremony. Happy National School Counseling Week to all school counselors island-wide. Thank you.
Ms. Nadine. And now I give the floor to our governor, Lilian Guerrero, for her remarks.
Thank you very much, Crystal, and welcome to Adelut. It's certainly a big honor for me to proclaim February 3rd to February 7th as School Counselors Week. And I think we should not just proclaim that week. I think every day we should proclaim National School Counselors Day all throughout the year, because really, truly, as I listen to Nadine here talk about the responsibilities of the school counselors, your responsibility is tremendous. Just think about this, you are there to mold the lives of students. These are people, kids that you have been together with, known them, grew up with them, you know their whole life. You just don't know them, you also know their families, and really the dependence on your knowledge, skill, and information in bringing this child to a successful career, whether it's a college degree or a vocational trade, or whatever they think they need to do to live and to make an income and to survive, like it says, and thrive. And you're all, I think, very special. Really, your work, like I said, is very critical. And I just want to say thank you for all that you do. Like earlier, how I said education is very important to our kids. Through education, they can achieve many successes. And you're there to guide them along. You're there to advise them. And especially, I know you also are very social, emotional, advising them, right? These kids are sometimes in turmoil. They're going through hormones, raging hormones. And really, truly, we all were teenagers at one point in time, but really, and your focus is to try and focus them and direct them and get all this energy in a very productive way. And that, to me, I think is a very complicated skill to have. And your patience, I think, is very much an honor for you. So thank you again, really, from our administration and from the people of Guam, Sidusmasi, for all your hard work to make our children successful. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor. I now want to give the floor to our Lieutenant Governor, Josh Tenorio.
Thank you. I also want to thank you for choosing this career, because I know that if my observation's correct, there's not enough counselors in the school system. There always could be more, but there are a lot of needs too. We have a complicated situation in certain parts of the island where we have a large number of kids in the children's welfare system. Maybe the stability in the family is not quite there, and the stability is at school with the teachers and with the school staff, and then trying to figure out how to intervene when on the academic side you start seeing some changes. Those are all kind of ways that we try and come together to see how we can rescue children, because there's a lot of children that require that help, and you play such a pivotal role in this entire responsibility that we all have as public servants, and that you as professionals in this career. I just want to say thank you very much for choosing to do this and continuing to do this. I imagine sometimes it is hard to balance all the demands with, your responsibilities at home, or trying to figure out how you're going to raise your own children and give them pathways when you have more children that are relying on you. But not everybody, I think, can be a counselor. And for you, it just does take a special person to be able to have that heart and that desire to help. And I just want to celebrate your profession and bring a lot of attention on the island to that great profession. So, Sidus Masi, and I hope you probably have already seen the talent, and you probably see who the future school counselors are too, right? And having an association helps you figure out ways that you can identify the talent and mentor them and suggest they get into your profession. So for that, thank you very much. Sidus Masi.
Thank you, LT. And now for the reading and the signing of the proclamation, our reader today is Ms. Patty Terlahi.
Thank you, Governor and Lieutenant Governor. Those were heartfelt words. We really appreciate them. I was looking at the governor's notes and Nadine's notes, and someone shrunk my font size for some reason. I'm not younger than them. It's okay, I'm fine. Thank you. Yeah. I just didn't know what it's supposed to. So proclamation number 2025-12, a proclamation of the governor proclaiming February 3rd to February 7th, 2025 in recognition of National School Counseling Week. Whereas on National School Counseling Week, our island joins the nation to recognize and highlight professional school counselors and their impact on students by helping them achieve academic success, social-emotional learning, and college and career readiness. Whereas this year's theme for National School Counseling Week, School Counseling Helping Students Thrive, underscores the invaluable impact that professional school counselors have on their academic journey and in the future planning of their career interests. Whereas professional school counselors are employed in public and private schools to guide students in reaching their full potential and assist in setting healthy, realistic, and optimistic aspirations. Professional school counselors work with parents on ways to further the educational, social, and emotional growth of their children. Whereas professional school counselors help students identify their abilities, strengths, interests, and talents that are integral in becoming productive members of our society. Whereas professional school counselors work with administrators, staff, students, and parents to help remove barriers to learning by addressing students' academic concerns and increasing student achievement. And whereas our island celebrates National School Counseling Week, we are reminded of the crucial role professional school counselors play in our child's pathway to success, and recognize that the children of Guam are our future. A child's journey toward excellence is a collaborative effort that begins in preparing them to reach their full potential.
Now therefore I, Lourdes Samuel Guerrero, Megahagan, Governor of Guam, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Organic Act of Guam as amended, do hereby proclaim February 3rd to February 7th, 2025, in recognition of National School Counseling Week.
In witness whereof, I, Joshua F. Tenorio Segundo Magalahinguahan, Lieutenant Governor of Guam, hereby together with the Magahaga cause a great seal of Guam to be affixed here in the capital city of Hagåtña on the 7th day of February in the year of our Lord, Anno Domini 2025. Viva School Counselors!
Viva!
Thank you so much, Ms. Patty, for the reading of the 8-point font. That was our fault. But it looks like your eyes are really good. I can tell your eye doctor that. We would end now, but we have a very special part of this presentation today. We're actually going to do our swearing in for the officers of the Guam Association of School Counselors. So I ask that our officers to be sworn in, please rise, and our governor will officiate your oath of office.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Having been elected as state your position.
Vice President, Secretary, Director, Professional It's just us.
Of the Guam Association of School Counselors, do solemnly swear to abide by the ethical standards of a professional school counselor. Execute the duties of my office to the best of my ability and will at all times serve as a living example of the association's aims and purposes, and uphold its constitution and bylaws. So help me God. Congratulations.
Thank you to our officers. I want to call everyone up to the front for a group photo. This will conclude today's proclamation signing to proclaim February 3 to February 7, 2025 in recognition of National School Counseling Week. Viva School Counselors! Viva! Wow, those week counselors. Viva School Counselors! Viva!